Okay, welcome everyone. Another week of light languages. I'm Ismael Rodriguez. I'm a hypnotherapist and a conscious and light language channeler. And we are going to start with a beautiful meditation to ground ourselves. Let's try to relax. Let's leave all the issues aside for this time that we spend together. I'm not here to teach you anything. We are here to teach each other, because as you can see already, this is already happening. And I like to say this in every group, that we are all equal and that we all have our part, our role to do everywhere we go. So in this sacred space that we create together, let's have that feeling also. All right. So we start with taking a deep breath. Tak us itak takahai sakatai ua anakahatai shokoa taik und anahaitak uantaiki saitekea. Keep breathing very deep, allowing the energy from the universe to come in your body. Imagine this column of light getting in through your crown chakra. At uhatais urkait atasatai kahatain takai satain otakatos itaka hatayan onahaisian takahayana. Let the energy fill up your entire body. Going to your lungs, and from your lungs to your circulatory system. Allow that feeling to circulate all around your body. Tak uhata tak utas itak anto kohaita ahatak usitikia taita kaha anataka hai satai kohota etakai takahatayana kaha otokosha katain takahatayana onaka hatai kahai sataka eta hatia. All your energy circulates and circulates with this golden, beautiful color that connects you to the whole existence. And through your feet, you start getting some roots connecting to Mother Earth, like some extensions from your own feet, connecting to the core of Mother Earth. We continue having deep breaths. And when we exhale, we expulse or transmute or transform everything that our body doesn't need. All worries, all tensions, allowing ourselves to be in peace, in the divine peace. Upaikata, okatai takaha, otokoshea, tayanakaha, Otakasa tikia tokon taikata. Isakahatain takai hia toka. O anakika ituku. Itakahatai takayanaka. Atai hayana. Anakai hiata. And I invite you to keep this circuitry of connection not only for this group, but from now on in your entire life. From time to time, create some sense of awareness of this circuitry that connects you to Mother Earth and to the rest of the universes and creation. And from this state now, I would like you to meditate on why you are here in this sacred space. Not with your mind. There is no need to use the mind. Use your heart. And in your heart, feel why you are here. Asai sanai hatai sayana, ohatai satakahatunt, ianaka ho te kai sitikiana, otokosai hatai sakaton, isai kahai, onakatai hatakosote entayana, anahatai asayana. We let our heart flow. And feeling, allowing to feel why you're here at this moment, in this sacred space. If the answer is love, for yourself, for your brothers and sisters here in the planet, or in the universe or universes, in this dimension and on the other dimensions, for our planet and everything on it. And simply love. You are in the right place. Takuhataskikatan kuhotaitais. Ankahataisuko hototakehia. Ondakataisakato shikiti antokohai. Unpakataihiti ampakahanana utasataya. Utakahatai tikia tukuntakahia. Osakataiki antokoho. Isatakaya nakuhon tikia. Asatakaya. Ontokohoteke. Atakasoto. Anakahatai si. Untakihia naka. Utakahatia ahanaki anaha. Because we are all one. Don't let yourself be distracted. Because you are always one. So keep vibrating the light and with the light of the divine. Hitakatu hatas umpaika. Onatahaita satainka hanaikuho. Isaya nakota isantai. Onakaisa tain takin tukuhana. Asatia tukum paihi takain taya. Don't be afraid, be the love. And you will realize that the more you keep focus your heart in constant activation of love, fear won't exist. Fear will dissolve. Trust. Saitak ahon paisatukun. Isatai kanja taki satai taka. Onakahata kiantaka. And now I invite you, if any of you wants to say a blessing for the group, you are more than welcome.
Akaya suno o insa irahi osho o REIKI inakaya mo ora sara no onsanita ito maraki sishikeli sikaya ana mar aitin koshuko ora sanituko in tayamanakai ora ta isho sono koi isanaki in tayen kora sala isho no makai Untira kotain kalisi in kain nokoya, entare male isa shokoya, and say inocho in kora in kalisi into okoye tenemakita, and kaya unchoka itora tsitsi ka ishokopora tai, in kola mataya, in nokoya, in koshokaya siti korata, in kona makayata.
Thank you. Do you feel it, Punam?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Karaku sikala kasina inastola sileana aristokola kirastanastala ulostakolaka erastiola kastara dinatsa ilaniota kastaka ulusti I ani aratuni ana aratakista kolasti anasta iriona karasta Aristokala ilisti anastakus tararasti kistilistosta anastakosta ilisti arakuniana Una kastakana kasta kolona karaksta kuriasta karasta ilikashuku ilika sikalakatusta karastini inakurustili iriata kolokasta karasta kurukurika ilukuriakata kosta asta ka kasta ka kiti anasta costa hasta Thank you.
Thank you, Punam. Thank you, Amy. They were beautiful. So let's start then with the intentions. The first person in the screen is my cousin Naida.
Pues intención en concreto no tengo, pero en términos generales, mandar luz a todas aquellas personas que necesiten un empujón para seguir para terminar de entrar en la luz.
Do you want to translate that, Miguel? I'll do it.
No issue. So Naida started with saying to herself she may not have an intention, but actually she did have an amazing intention. And that intention was for the light to propel forward those that are still in the process to become into this ascension process, into this unity process, into this love all-encompassing process. So I think that's a phenomenal intention, by the way.
Yes, thank you. So unmute yourself if you like to join me. And if you don't speak light languages, you know, Miguel, that your intention, love, is the same. If you put the intention to it, it's exactly the same. Ya kahatapai siti katakaton taista, ona kata seatai untainata, Onataha isanakuma. Isanakanta santa isia. Onakasa toko taikita isiana. Onakata seta kainta isin. Intakai hianta sienta isayana. Ontaisayano kontai. Onahaita kaisiteken. Onata tantakai satantaki. Ohai anatosainaka. Ontatiantakai siantai. Onnatikiantosentaka. Ohatai saka. Otakasenta isikiantosete. Atakantoseke. Takese.
Manoko oratai, esha kayenaka antayen no kole sheyeke, me ereke in sakayate, inkoye sheketa a kayenakaya, kaya kayata.
Thank you. And now is you, Amy.
I'm going to ask for one for myself today. So I would like to ask one, and anyone else who is having this same situation. So I want to ask for like a really massive immune booster, please, of like lots of energy, because I'm really struggling with exhaustion, and I have been like chronic fatigue now. Literally, it feels like for a good like couple of months. And for anyone else who struggles with this also, because I know as light workers, with us basically grounding the light, it's something that a lot of us do struggle with from time to time. But yeah, I would like that would be my intention for drop my crystal, for having extra energy to boost my immune system, and also for anybody else that needs an immune booster, like, because it's better than vitamins, and yeah, so we really helpful right now.
Thank you, lovely.
You're welcome.
Torkika, torkantarka hatark urk. Ianarku hatarka satark Enatarka surki siark tar. Sanarkuhar kihiark tikia. Onarkasain tarkisia narkuhar. Ea turkisia tarkan. Ahor kisata isai. Anakasaita. Onataka shikian tokor kisiar. Onor kohon taisitea.
Inistira urustikista aratudia lakala idudi alata aranatu kunishtakalhastarasta arushunuti anastara ilistulustara arukutia lakastininato isti iliana turisti indurista lastara unustaklakotiana
Takar kitisintikian. Kahai terkai hatarku.
Inaya koyeti inta imanakaya to ola tsihinkaya.
Ni a di ilitika a oyana a dio owata idio nakasta kuste inata a oyana pi initi u dia asta arasta kusta kana a uni iti awa anti a oyata a anatunia kutiana koto kutiana tata tu uni i u ista a u ista asta us.
Thank you. I feel ready to go now. So
Ready to go for a marathon.
yeah, I'm good now after that.
Through the window, no? Straight away.
Yeah. Superwoman now. Tell you.
I think that there were three entities there. I think that one of them, they were the Arturians. I know that that was an angelic language. the one I was, what I was feeling when I was channeling mine was this feeling of that. It's like when we think a lot during the day, we end contracting ourselves. When we open up to and we surrender to the universe and the love in the universe, I was seeing this body like this, like with the open arms and receiving, like when you are having a sunbath and that you are getting all the sunlight in your body, the same. And then that sense of, oh my God, sun get everywhere within me. And that was the vision I had whilst I was saying that, to practice, I don't know how to call it, but maybe openness. Yes, to expose yourself and surrender to the divine in a way.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, that's something that I've been doing a lot of, you know, as you know from our conversations and stuff, but yeah, I'm definitely going to continue doing it. But I think with me, it's a lot of it is that I noticed that I have, like, there's a resistance around the tiredness, that it's like, oh, I shouldn't be tired, you know, and that resistance creates
exactly that shouldn't instead of shouldn't accept things the way they are. And in that moment that we really accept everything the way it is, it's like something dissipate, all that tension dissipate, goes away. And it's that part of the mind, like, no, I don't want this way, I don't want that way, how I'm going to do this video, how I'm going to match the instrument with the light languages. Every time I start doing my creations that way, I stop doing them, because I know that they are not going to work. I know the result is going to be a piece of S. And then what I do is to take some time. I'd rather to take half an hour and do meditation, release all that control, accept, surrender, and then I come back to my stuff, to my machines and things. And then I realize that without thinking, all the ideas comes, all the creativity comes, like, it's incredible.
Yeah, while she was speaking then, you know, when you said the word surrender, I got in my head, just surrender to the tiredness, let your body do what it needs to do right now. I think a lot of it is energetic and have an expectation of myself, but at the same time, I did have the virus. Like, I'm pretty much certain, you can never be 100% certain because I've not had the test, but I had that like about 2 months ago, and it lasted about 4 weeks, and my immune system had just been absolutely shot to shit. Oh, you didn't swear then? I just swore, didn't I? Sorry. Oh, well, you can edit that bit out.
Please forgive her. God.
Right, anyway, yeah, so there is that, but definitely the reason why I was asking for the light languages is because, yeah, you use the word surrender, and I like the I got a visual when you were talking about open up, you know, throughout the day, and just imagine the energy like kind of going in. I really like that visual, so I'm going to start using that throughout the day, because what I saw when you said it was like as if it was a sun with like light language codes coming towards me almost. And Miguel, you described it then when you was talking about the macabre. I never know how to say that. Macabre. Oh my God, I don't know how to. Can you pronounce it for me, please?
Well, I'm not even sure if I pronounced it correctly, but yeah, Merkaba, basically.
Yeah, I like teach about it, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. So
you can also say light body, so it would be.
Yeah, light body. Yeah, that's a better way of saying about it, isn't it? So yeah, my light body receiving, you know, just the natural energies from source, from the planet, just taking that in and just being okay with the exhaustion and where I am at the moment. So yeah, so thank you everyone. Yeah.
I'll say we have time, right, Ismael? Can I? Yeah. So, I mean, here I want to add a couple of things. I mean, one is very interesting. There's one guy that synthesized all this in a way very interesting, which he said, no level of anxiety can make any difference towards that is happening or is about to pass. Now, anxiety is not the important thing. You can substitute anxiety with worry, with stress, with preoccupation, any other word that we know of lower vibrations. But so this surrendering obviously is very, very important, this acceptance of all that comes. But because of many reasons, but one of them is when you basically accept it, you have all the energies with you to pay attention to what's happening. And that seems like a subtle difference, but what it means is you're able to take all the learnings that were put in this situation, no matter how inhumanized it is in terms of good, bad, for you to learn. Whereas when you're basically resisting it, you're using all the energy to tell yourself how it should have been, how unlucky I am, how this does not belong to me. And eventually what you're doing is diverting attention. So basically all those lessons are not being taken. And so they're going to come back. Yeah. And so, but having said this, is not only a matter of kind of like subtle or intangible considerations, because it's also a matter of tangible considerations. And I want to acknowledge that within these last weeks, the overall consciousness has affected a lot of people, actually everybody. The only difference is that some others are more susceptible to feeling the effect. And so in terms of the immune system, in terms of the, you mentioned chronic fatigue syndrome or chronic fatigue overall, in terms of not feeling at our most that we may have referred to in the past, this is only normal. And in terms of rising that vibration, so all we're doing about connecting, uniting in this kind of groups, and in this one also in particular, it's helping. But also we need to acknowledge that as we are getting that denser energy, and at the same time the swift of energies via the ascension, it's also normal that our bodies are going to start requiring a different kind of nutrition and a different kind of interaction with energies. So Ismael mentioned the sun. The sun is absolutely gorgeous. Whenever you have it, please go, and if you need to get naked in the sun. But also I
live in Manchester as well, though, so it's like you just got to get it while you can. Do you know what I mean? It's 2 days a year, so I'm just gonna get a sun lamp.
Yeah. Well, and that helps also. Of course, you need to use it with moderation, the sun lamp, because not being artificial. But for instance, in the winter, I live in Switzerland, and for me, I also do it during the winter, because it's that important for many reasons. Of course, I don't do it every day because that would not work. But anyways, and so the sun is one thing, and the other thing is the nutrition. So anything that is pure, anything that comes in its raw state, that's going to give you higher vibration. So basically there's a kind of hierarchy versus closer to light foods and denser foods. And so the more you feel, for whatever reasons in your life at a certain moment in time, low in vibration, the more you should focus, or at least kind of like try to get a focus over a couple of days a week on foods and nutrition closer to light. And that would already help compensate a bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good. That's, you know, it's good advice. Something that I have been working on a lot actually is changing my diet. I mean, one thing I've noticed is that, like, I can't even eat chocolate anymore. Like it affects my mood so much afterwards. Like I feel like I really notice the difference, and I love chocolate. It's killing me. Like I can't eat it anymore. So I'm gonna start growing like vegetables outside. Going to make an allotment, because I've got the space. Like I've got a massive garden outside, so that is something, you know, to bear in mind. Like pure foods in their pure form. Definitely I've noticed a difference with that. Eating cleaner makes a big difference. So yeah, it's just having the discipline of eating cleaner, because
the possibility of interacting with the soil that you're mentioning. So when you're going in the garden and you're working with your vegetables, and even if you don't have a garden, you go to the forest and you're already interacting. And for me, it's something I do. I don't recommend this to everybody, but even I go in the winter, I take out my shoes and my socks and I stay in the ground. It's a bit chilly, so you gotta be careful not to get too cold. But Now in the spring and summer, it's no problem anymore. But that earthing with the feet and that touching of the soil, if you're working with vegetables with the hands, that's amazing for you, for our bodies. That's absolutely amazing. And to your point on chocolate, chocolate per se, it's or better, cocoa is a phenomenal food. That's why the Mayans consumed it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the process of making it is a little bit different to what we've been told and what we buy in the supermarket. Mostly of the issue of the stimulation, or better, overstimulation of the chocolate that we consume commercially is the sugar that is added.
Yeah, it's the sugar. It's sugar, yeah.
Sugar and the endocrine disruptors. Much chocolate has milk. And much of that milk that goes into the chocolate is not the milk that our ancestors used to do with respect to the cows and, you know, taking care and not adding any hormones, any antibiotics, any kind of wrong nutrition for the cows. So it has nothing to do with that. So that when it enters your body, and then we pasteurize it. So that thermic treatment furthermore creates a disruptor to a body. So that's normal. It's only normal that you're feeling that, because the saddle you get, you're going to start seeing that as it is. Before, you may have a lot of kind of veil, and you would not see it. But now you will get seeing it. And it's a good thing, because what I think would happen is we would get back, and I would not explain here how it is done because it's too long. We would get back to do the chocolate the way it was supposed to be done. And I do it in my house every now and then. And it's absolutely amazing. Has nothing to envy to the chocolate that we get commercial, and you get no impurity on top of that. So.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting, because like I have that organic raw, I'm gonna, the pronunciation again, cacao, I don't know how you say it, that powder, I have that, and that like every morning in like a smoothie thing. And so I don't know if that makes me more addicted to it, but anyway, whenever I've had like a Cadbury's Dairy Milk or like whatever, you can tell the difference in the vibration. It's just not even on the same thing. So yeah, that's really interesting about making actual real chocolate the way that it's supposed to be made. So yeah, thank you for that. Interesting.
I believe that Naida had something to say about the interpretations. ¿Son las interpretaciones?
Sí. A ver, en la segunda tanda de lenguas de luz, creo que ha sido por tu parte, ¿vale? He visualizado como una cabeza de león.
Okay.
O de leona.
In the second time that we did the light languages for the second intention, she saw, like in a vision, a big head of a lion. Sí.
Vale. Y en la primera, no sé por dónde ha venido, de qué canalización, ¿vale? Pero he interpretado, cuanto más se practique la intención de querer estar en el camino de la luz,
the more you practice the intention of wanting to be in the path of light,
más fácil será.
much easier it will be.
Cada vez costará menos trabajo.
The more you practice, the less effort you will have to apply to experience.
Y creo que ha sido las lenguas de luz donde cuando Amy ha canalizado, que he interpretado la energía del amor siempre está a vuestra disposición.
Apparently it was when you did the light language transmission, Amy. The message was the energy of love is always at your disposition, will be. It's always there. So take it. Take it. Even if there is no sun in Manchester, but there is love.
Yeah, I love that. And that, again, it's amazing, isn't it? That's exactly what we were talking about. And Naida's just like understood.
Yes. She's spotted. Very nice.
I don't know if it's actually have to do with any totem animal of Naida or even Amy, but for me what happened is exactly in this second round, as Naida was saying, what happened is I saw the deer and the antlers of the deer. And I know that for me it's a totem because of shamanism. So I could see it like facing me like right here, you know. It was really cool.
Era como, I'm sorry, I'm going to translate to my cousin. Era como un ciervo con los cuernos.
Con la menta. Sí, sí.
Yeah. Pues él ha visto en la segunda tanda eso, un ciervo con unos cuernos. So yes, it's definitely a totem, and there you are from Amy. Thank you, Amy. And now it's you, Poonam, for your intention.
So, yeah, since the past week, I have been channeling a lot of light language, maybe just for myself, but there's a lot of shadow side that is coming up, not just for me, but even, you know, in my clients, in my hypnosis work, I have seen a lot of shadow work and a lot of ancestral karma that is, you know, missing up. Maybe it's just coming up because the energy and the veil is so thin that a lot of ancestral karma needs to be cleared. That's what I feel, because it is coming a lot in my space. So a lot of clearing. So my intention is to work on the ancestral karma, whatever it is coming up for all of us in a way, maybe. Mm-hmm. So that's my intention. So let's work on clearing that ancestral karma.
Thank you, Poonam. Satutaka tushita and takahata iseta kayana. Otoko satike and takai siti and tai. Takahati seti and takataka shuta da. Takahatu sai naka tashutakata.
Koroko sosisa tukoshtuka kansatsu turusta. Shisisa sokolena diliti tulutu chata. Sharotukusta satilos turustianasta. Anukosturiana kustianasta nasu. Urustuniasta ustianasta. Arakusta lakuvuti latakuvutika. Iluvata surikuli kutu kuchtikulutia. Arutu vizitu vilikutu vushtu kalasta kavu. Irukushtu vileta vuti uvatalata vuti uvashtu kolata vutu vistasatu shtala vuti nuotuva. Aluotu vuti volostu kushtu vuti atu vutu vatu vanavati yanatu vuti atu ti. Arutu hiyata sturi atu vushti vushtu kata.
Wanatasi anakahata isi anakahata. Anakasaya nakahai, otasaya nakunaya, otokuntai tata, otokunteka taisi antaka, onakataisi anakohona.
Nai ai shuko oi tika in kayen ko ita anamala kayeto ora kayesa kayen to shukayana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wasn't this amazing? I don't know. I mean, when I was listening to the transmission when I finished, and in fact, when I was doing it, I just felt a lot of, you know, it's like a lot of people, like a lot of energies just walking in and just disintegrating like one by one, just falling down. And it was just weird but wonderful.
So we are still not aware of how powerful this is when we come together and when we unite our forces. it's incredible. It's incredible. I was seeing something similar, but like if it was the whole planet and you were there, the planet, including myself, and I was doing a similar ritual like the one around the fire, and then blowing divine love in everything and everyone, and all the shadows were becoming light, like everywhere, like when you see a city from an airplane, and you start seeing the light like this, all the planet started like getting illuminated. And yeah, but the thing is, I can see and feel an incredible difference when I do the light languages in my own and when you join me. It's incredible when you join me with your prayers as well. It's like, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's not possible to explain with words as a human being, because it's like here. It's like, whoa, 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 and so suddenly, no? Like we are talking here, like having these beautiful conversations here, and all of a sudden I'm in the middle of another place and working together with you.
It's just weird. I never experienced this before, but this is for the first time. There was a lot of anger expression when I was doing the light language. I mean, I've never done that before. I've never experienced, not that I've been very experienced, it's just been a while I've been doing this. But today I was experiencing a lot of anger in this transmission. I don't know why.
Anger released, or the anger from the planet?
No, I don't know. It was just from inside. And when I was just talking about it, there was a lot of, I mean, I could see a lot of anger just coming up, even in my language. And I don't know, I just felt it was a little, it has a texture of anger, but now I feel a little bit more calmer. Not completely calm, but yes, it's still there, the feeling. But I don't know. That was the first time I experienced anger. I mean, in the light language, not that I don't experience.
Maybe because you were transmuting that light language, that anger. You were like offering yourself like a volunteer to be the conduit to pass the anger from here to the other side. And that sometimes happen. That has happened to me a few times already. And it's very important. That's why it's so important before to do a lot of grounding. Also, I do my protection. I also put like a candle. For me, the candles symbolize that like a portal. And if instead of, in whatever I do, instead of taking the energy from my body, take the energy from there, from that portal. So it's like, it's assisting me there, the candle, as I am doing this, because sometimes we do massive amount of work and we feel not every day only as empaths, but also when we are going to do an exercise like this, we become that conduit of transformation. And it's very important to, now I really feel like doing a little bit of cleansing now, like to support your system.
Yeah, thank you.
Narkuhotor taisatai takar. Ona kahatur satar untar kihiar. Otar kantaria narkuhai natar. Sukutuar kihitiar kuntasai. Ona nakahatar kusiti kiark. Ork shorka tarko untor. Isatarkia tark untar. Sar natair. Onar kisatar. On toror kisiark, usia targanark, atakahatar kisitiarka. In a way, I have felt that this is only the beginning. Also, I have felt that call always for everything you do, as this is the beginning, you're going to start expanding and expanding and doing more of this light work. So I love the angelic realm. I have this beautiful connection. This is what I channel, and I love channeling a lot. So what I felt is call on us, call on the angelic realm. And I think my cousin got something from this as well. Naida?
Sí. En lo que acabas de canalizar ahora mismo, he interpretado. No es cuestión de protección, es cuestión de saber mantenerse en la luz sin permitir que otro tipo de energía altere vuestra luz.
Dilo por parte,
Por
que
favor.
se lo vaya traduciendo.
Vale. No es cuestión de protección.
It is not a question of protection.
Es cuestión
Only. Sí.
Es cuestión de saber mantenerse en la luz.
It's a question of knowing how to keep yourself in the light.
Sin permitir que otro tipo de energía
Without allowing another type of energy
altere vuestra luz.
to alter your light. So what we said in previous gatherings, the most powerful protection is the one that you create from within, from your inner light. You have always all your angels, spirits, and everybody around you to call on, but the most important thing is always your core, your spark. Ignite that spark from within and become the light that you are, because you are every single second you are. It's only our mind distracting us, saying, no, from 3 o'clock until 6 o'clock, you became darkness. No, that's never happened. That never happened.
And actually, it's really profound. I will translate later for Naida to hear, because so what's also saying, I think what's the main of it saying is that do not focus on your weakness or in kind of like protecting from anything that you don't like. You are the light. Focus on your strength, which is the light, so you don't need to worry about that. Or in other words, you would totally overflow that which you intended to get protection from in the first place. So I think this is very, very, very timely for the days we're in, because as many people start learning about the subtle realities, we also start learning about the polarity of the subtle realities, or those that are playing the other part of the movie, not related so much to light. And many of us may at a certain point start saying, hey, I need to protect against this and against this and against this and against this. And in the end, you focus all your energy on protecting, when what you gotta do is like go on the light path. So yeah, really awesome.
Yeah, it's like, protection is there, but protection is not there to forget about yourself, about how beautiful and how much light and divine you are. And I believe that all these movements about you need to protect, in a way, these movements are telling to people that they are not, in bracket, good enough. It is important to be aware that you are good enough, but as an extra bonus, you have your angels, your guides, and everything. So enjoy and have fun, and yes, transform, transmute, and be the light. But not forgetting who you are, because yeah, we rely all our divine power into other things outside. So yes, it's very powerful, that message.
I tell quickly to Naida in Spanish.
Yeah.
Naida, que lo que estaba también leyendo de tu interpretación, que es súper profunda, es que focalizarse en la luz ya sirve como protección de todo lo que intentas protegerte y por tanto es mejor focalizarte en esa fortaleza, en ese ser de luz, que en todo lo que querrías tener protección o podrías querer focalizar tu protección. Así que. And on symbology to Punam, so basically from the first meditation, I was seeing something very spectacular. I was seeing like a sun clock, right? So basically like, you know, so kind of like it gets to one and then it gets out. And so coming to, and then you mentioned the unity. And when you told about focus on your heart, because by the way, my first move was to the brain. And you said like, not the brain. Yeah, right? So I went to the heart and then I could see like two hands, like basically like holding together. And I saw that kind of like part of, so in the symbol, in the symbolism towards Punam anger part, I saw this possibility of coming to this unity point in which we kind of like focus on the things that basically make us whole, and then the things that we are to celebrate. So then we can come out of that, move above, but come out of that with the uniqueness within the new paradigm or the new kind of like lenses with which to see all there is, which is what we should always have seen. And so then on the anger part is and it's something that also happened to me, not in the sense of anger, but what I have experienced and I feel is that when we come together, many people in a group, or you're doing light language with many individuals, in a way is this, if the energies, and not only the spoken ones through light language, but also the intentional ones that go beneath and you're not seeing recorded in the video, they're kind of acting as a layering. And that layering is basically equivalent of a spectrum, energetical spectrum. And that energetical spectrum is what you're kind of capturing. Everybody else is capturing and I'm capturing. So basically that energy, which would have uplifted some residual shadow or energy or emotion that does not belong to you, is going to start moving it. That's a wonderful thing, because it's eventually the same as when you go to or you listen to chromotherapy or sound therapy or even REIKI, or so basically they're coming with what is it, the frequency that I need to input, so we're gonna get you into balance. So anyways, that's really cool.
Maybe
Beautiful.
I didn't think, okay, maybe I didn't think of protection usually, because for me, protection usually comes from a space of fear. You know, what people tell is you have to protect yourself because this can happen, this can happen. Maybe in my space, I have this belief system, maybe that there's nothing to fear. So it's not fear-based. Protection for me usually comes from fear-based, you know, from a space operating from fear, but because we all are operating from light, I think, you know, anger is just an expression. Maybe when Ismael was talking, I just could relate to it, that it is just maybe just taking up the energy of the people to just, you know, as a conduit to experience this and just move it to the other side of the veil. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I just got that the anger was being released. When you said it, I just saw it as like, you know, something being released, and that's okay. And anger and passion are quite like interconnected, you know. So when sometimes I speak light languages, I feel a lot of like passion with it, which you know, sometimes can be also felt as like anger, but I just felt like it was being released. So yeah, and I had a lot of visuals with that one as well, though. Like there was a lot of beings, and I did get like a sense of like a darkness kind of in the background, but I didn't kind of pay attention to it because I could just see the codes. But like Ismael saying as well, is that when I speak it on my own, it's very different experience to, you know, being here in this group. And I watched all of these YouTube videos for months before I actually like you know, like joined, because I don't know, like I just didn't want to speak it to anybody. I felt like too shy about it, like too much in my ego. I was like, no, I'm keeping it for myself. Almost like I don't want anyone, I can't speak it in front of people. It's something ages, and it's such a different experience again, like being here in this group and watching it on YouTube. And some people can only watch it on YouTube, and that's still amazing. You still do get a lot out of it, but there's something very tangible and very you just feel it, you know, like when you're in a group of people like this. I'm trying to get my mum to come to it, because I'm trying to explain to her like how much, you know, it's raised my vibration, and my channeling has really started coming on a lot since I've started being here, you know. So I don't know how I got onto this tangent, but yeah, anyway, so I don't know.
It's really weird actually, because all my sessions mostly, like the whole week this week, most of them were ancestral healing. And crazy, but most of them had an issue with ancestors being very upset or angry because they weren't heard. Not that they were causing any trouble, but the kids were also picking up the energies of the ancestors and behaving the same way. So it's crazy, like out of maybe 10 sessions, about today's Thursday, so 7 sessions I've done from Monday to today, and out of that 5 of them were of anger issues.
Wow.
So I just don't know, it's just a sign maybe, but yeah, it's just amazing when I'm talking to you all. It just, there's so much which is already out. So no more anger. I don't feel anything right now. It's just so settled and so peaceful inside.
Yeah, it's been released, definitely. It's been released and it's been transmuted. There's been a lifting. That's what I felt when we were doing the channeling, and also when you were talking about it. And yeah, like you said, there's a lot in the collective, a lot of ancestral. You know, we felt it. My mum's a medium. She's been having so many different visions. There's so much that's going on at a psychic level right now. But yeah, definitely there's been a release there. So yeah.
And that's what I was saying, that when we gather, we do it so quickly together. We do it so quickly. It's difficult to believe it, because it's so quick, so quick. Maybe I need maybe an hour or something like that of light languages when I'm with myself to release something. But when we do it together, it's like so quickly. It's like it's done. And I remember the other day that I was doing some channeling with my cousin, practicing. That was one of the messages that Archangel Azrael said, that things, when the more pure you feel things in your hearts, the more effective and quick they become. And there is no need to spend 3 hours of meditation. If you before you start any exercise, you focus in opening your heart, grounding, and feeling purely and genuinely with your heart everything that you are about to do. The whatever exercise that you are about to do becomes so effective very quickly. It makes an effect in the person or in the people that you are sending the healing. It's incredible, and when we gather together, is exponential. Exponential is another. For me, here was like in less than 1 minute, it was clear. It was like, say Jesus. But yes, now it's your intention, Miguel.
Yeah.
Hello, Michelle.
I would just say one quick thing before that.
Sure.
On the ancestral lineage healing that Poonam was kind of like displaying, I would say it's not a coincidence. It's actually happened for a lot of people and very different modalities. And the reason is simple. It's like whenever we heal a karmic influence from an ancestral lineage, we heal so much. And so what we are seeing, especially in these times, is that many people that are closer to understand how to heal that are being used, and I now connect with Ismael, as conduits to do exactly that. Because as you were saying, the ancestors, they are like, we didn't know, nobody told us this, oh my God. They really do not know and did not know. And so you gotta work through that karma. So many people that are coming to these, like what I call early adopters of ascension, are coming to be in that position so as to help so much. And therefore why you see it so preponderant, I would say, in your practice.
Very true.
So on the intention, yeah, my intention is that of unity today, and is that of unity today because we're here in a light language seminar, I'll call, and it's the best example that we should never again let language divide us. Regardless of whether we can or not understand it, regardless of whether we can or not speak it. It's the things that make us whole, and those things that you can appreciate in your fellow brother and sister, which basically are going to bring us to that unity. And so anytime you see the difference, try to see the similitude, try to see that you appreciate of the creator in the person that you are seeing in front. And, you know, remind yourself that language should actually not be any barrier whatsoever. It is only a barrier whenever we choose it to be a barrier. So that's my intention today.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Miguel. Thank you. Hia tuhai takahatain takahata shukua tasai kata utakatata tukum takatakatia katukua takat pakahatai takahin natakahata etakata tata atatakata takatai anakatu hatai satakata tokua anatua Natua kata ona katahai yatakai yana ona takaya hai ona kahai yanakai sata ona katai yanakai ona katai yana koto taita ona taita ona taita Uta kahia tantaya nakua
Ki iro no koiti ishokoye naka antari no ko otsi iliti ishosinki ma arato orishi inkoye tayenaka
Alasi silike sala suti asa salimisi ilu ida sala inasa unisikala sinisa saratisi isuka elasa arasi inisa asi Isi alanasu irisi arasiki ilmiasaka aru inialasini itia aruti isiala inia arashtani arasili arashtikalasi hasta ista
Beautiful. That language, the Punam transmit or speaks is incredible. I don't know why, since I met her, she started talking that language. Like with Michelle, that she does a toning that put me out of the universe as well. It's incredible. The one from Punam is Arturian. It's a beautiful Arturian lifetime that I had, apparently. And maybe we were there together. We need to find out that with a hypnosis session.
Or we should do it together sometime.
Yes, that's gonna be fun.
I am sure.
Yes, Miguel.
Well, I said that it sounded at the end also like an invocation to me.
I have what do I have today? I have activations today. Okay. So that's what's coming out of my mouth today. So it seems so far. Okay.
Activations.
Yes. I mean, I have like I'm buzzing. My whole body is like vibrating. If you want, I just do it and get it out of my system.
Please do it. Yeah, I was just about to tell you that. Put it out.
Exactly. Let me have a sip.
Sure.
All right. Let's go to Look at the Ashkray, I'm look at the Gram, script, he's screening. Look at the Grand Sketty, look at the ass, the and to the ant cricket, Mulanstast, Gundakest, and the cricket outsto. Look at the Ashton. Mulandate and the Rendo to Managenda, Mulandia Tragando to Scran, Ansta, Scatic and Stutkri and Skrig and Look and Scooter and to teach them one day to lip toast. Joop. More will be revealed. Okay. I'm done for that one.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was powerful, very powerful. Did you feel that? Yes, no?
I was like laughing.
I was like, my head was pulling back like this.
Yeah, like... mine was. It was like a lot of joy frequency that came through with that. I was like properly giggling to myself.
Just felt like it just cut through my heart. Like it was like whatever blockages I had or whatever, I felt like it was like cut, like a scissor. You just just cutting the wires, cut.
There was like a funnel as well that kind of, I don't know, it's like this funneling that's like went all the way through like my system, and I was like laughing because it felt like they were tickling me.
Great. Yeah, and I like literally have no, actually I just did another one and Suzanne said it was a new sort of truth. A new sort of truth. That was for her thing. I'm not saying that's what happened here. I don't know what's happening. I just open my mouth and stuff happens.
Perfect. Please do that. Because that's why we are here, to express ourselves.
By the way,
Beautiful. Yes, Miguel.
I wanted to say, with regards to this one, I mean, what my body kind of came into was kind of a crescendo. And in that crescendo, I started like the whole like energetic layers started like pulling away. And then I started like trying to hold it, you know, I was told don't hold it. And I kind of like looked at my body. I was like, I mean, if I ever gonna levitate, kind of side joke, this is gonna be it.
All of a sudden we see only your bump in the screen.
I was here holding that like. But on the prior one, on top of this, when you were like playing the drum, my head started working like kind of like a resonance, kind of like a chamber.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The same happened to me.
Like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, what? At the beginning, I didn't realize. I was like, what's happening? Because I was like moving my head. And so the vibration was doing like this. And then I kind of settled. And I saw it was perfectly synchronized with every time you play the drum. I was like, wow. So
when I'm playing, I'm feeling the same that when I'm channeling the light languages. It's not me like when I'm in the park with some people eating some sunflower seeds like we do in Spain and playing the drums. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's completely like disconnecting all myself from everything and just allowing the expression to come. And I felt the same. I felt like, oh my God, if I continue playing, I'm gonna really leave this group as well. I'm gonna leave my body here, and you will have to take over and continue with the group, because I was like, but also with Michelle, when I feel the pull from my neck, is when I start channeling, when I do the trans channeling, it was like an energy that was putting me there straight away without a process to get there. Actually, that happened when my cousin and I, we are for a while talking or playing the instrument, or I'm talking like languages and she's interpreting them, practicing. And after 1 hour, something like that, is when I feel the call to do the channeling. But with what Michelle did, it was like straight away, like I could start like talking, allowing my higher self talk, who is a very cheeky monkey. If I allow him, to come through, it's gonna be laughter. But let's continue with the intentions and let's see what happens later. Now it's your turn, Tatiana.
Can we put intentions to help all of us release everything from our root chakra? Because I'm having very difficult times last few days. It's just all things I've been trying never think about again, everything just coming out for releasing. And I seen yesterday message from Arcturian Council as well, so we will have to releasing all fears, anxiety, everything, scarcity, and everything, all people on this planet, so we can move forward. So
okay, lovely.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, lovely.
Okay.
Yuakatusai takatai tasakai hatai kahesa.
Antari si sholi si kori shi kori no o ishi si shi si ori kai tai kori ina aisho kora taishi ki isi iko is solo hai ma aisho ko isi tai no ye si la makayeta Hiroshima. Inai Inai shoko orisi nishoko Mari shoko orisi shoko Inkai koiti shoko no kayata
Akahana, Ana, hai, ana. Ana, hai, ana, wana, hachu, no, wanaka.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
Naida.
Con uno de los tonos de
Michelle.
Michelle, empezaba a ver como una especie de un ojo de reptil. Lo que pasa es que me he emocionado, me he venido arriba y se me ha ido la visión. Y no me ha dado tiempo a fijarme mucho más.
Oh my God. That happened to us sometimes. What just happened to my cousin now. When you were doing one of your toning, Michelle, she saw an eye, the eye of a reptilian. And she goes so high, like, wow. Like, that happened to us so often that we get so high that we lose the vision straight away. It's like, yes. So maybe a reptilian was there participating. For all the audience, not all reptilians are bad. Like, I see so many people talking bad about the reptilians. The reptilians are, well, another species in the universe. We are humans. Between us, we have also some people who behave in a, let's say, not in a very nice way, and some other people behave in a nice way. That's it.
Yeah. There's no all good or all bad in any dimension, in any place, in the universes ever.
Exactly. So, yes, because they look like a reptile doesn't mean that they are bad. They are actually beautiful from my point of view. I always like them. Like I like an angel, like I like a Lidan. I love humans. I love everybody. So, no, I think we are all in the same boat.
Yeah, you can't claim unity and leave somebody out.
Exactly. That's it.
I mean, unity except for
for the reptilians.
That doesn't work.
No.
Not how it goes.
That was a very beautiful transmission together. Honestly, I felt so like an orchestra here of frequencies, love, vibrations. Very nice. So who is next? I believe that is you, Michelle. The last one was you, no, Tatiana? Was you the last one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
now it's you, Michelle. Thank you.
I'm really torn between the world or my daughter. So I think the biggest overriding thing, I've had a lot of grief this week around, a lot of, I've had to go on car rides so I could scream to like transmute some energy. Everything in all the constructs, I want to dismantle constructs that keep us divided. I am like, I have so much grief that shows up when I hear about things like, you know, people getting shot because they're Black. You know, I just don't, I can't conceive we live in a world where we don't comprehend everyone is human and we're all the same piece of awesome. Anyway, there's something about that that's really, I'm trying to see if my mouth will let me form a coherent sentence here. But anything divisive, I just want to break this down. I'm going to powder, put it into, I just want to break this down because, yeah, well, because it sucks. But just constructs, the divisive constructs, all of them. And plus my daughter really needs some healing too. It's a side note. But yeah.
Let's do that.
So, yeah. All right.
Anatuta kata kahata atakashata kusti hitakata ishakatota onatai adaka hatiki urkihi atato shaita anatukai hatuse ator untakaha ikito
Tusht modkare esino manakaish
akuntai arkahatortia
Lokten
Anatar isayon nahino antasia tontasai itusayon taikatore yana Onahar kahar Onahayatu anahaton taisian taisiana Onaihiantor
Isiha asaha
Ianotoshi
Nala tayeta ora hisha tayesi mikuntina Norinka Sihara sini koratishi Karina matairo koshititi no kayana Malataye se
Oratushi arkuna
Ontarkosata
Ianarkiatasona
Intayesa hiri ko oratishikina Namarata o si kaishi nkayantara No lo koyi
Urika shashadata.
Mayeti Shoko ori
Onta
insa
kahai
alasi toyi Sena ata isi soko ora si pareti in shokoina
Astaras Lasiona kashtaria stakawosti.
Satura nakasatu kentaya no te taka tonta isiti antaka hai tu sund.
Salakusi Asuyasi
Wanataka. Unataka tai sintai kato sinte.
Ustiasti Anashtayastasta
Tai katai sinta kitaka. Unta tote ki antakia tatayada. Utai takuntai katoko te ki atikia tokai. Unta katante siti antakai se.
Yusta
Unte ketenta katati se takantaika. Una takato sintai konto sonai kata. Una tai sotai kana. Anakoto kote sentai se.
Yusta Ashishikas
Tunta katai tiki antaisat. Uta katunte kisit. Anta katun taisa kakont. Akakatakatu sikiti antayana. I feel like I've been 10 hours meditating in a Tibetan temple. So beautiful.
I wanted to record that, like, and listen to it when I was going to sleep or something, because at one point it was like you were singing, Ismael, and then Michelle was toning, and then at one point you two were having like a conversation. It was just like so. Oh,
I felt like I think Punam was having a conversation with me in Lidan.
You were having a proper full-on like conversation. Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna listen to it because I don't know what you were saying. I loved it. I was like, this is.
Heart chakra is really hurting, like physically it's hurting. It was crazy. I have never channeled this language before, I think, but oh my god, it's physically hurting. Oh my god, it's I mean, I don't know.
You said the Lyrans were gonna come free today.
Yeah, here they are, not here. Yeah, they wanted to come, and that was a beautiful conversation. And tuakatai, and this is for your heart. Kuotai tai, untus intikitian takahainta, usintaka punam takaison, ontukushun tekean taisata, etakahan takai kunta sikiata, itak tuhitia takantusin. Sakanta ina, ukanta shakantu sitikia, boa takashun taki. Let your, do the deep breathing, and release, and let's circulate the energy from your heart chakra. Tu kunta usatak atukinta aino kuan, isaka antusitiki antisitin, ataka umpata, usaina taka antusitikia, utatata shunta kahanata.
Thank you, Ismael. It feels good. It just feels good. Oh my God, it is.
Thank you, thank you, guide, because he does everything. I just let my body like, use it.
I have not moved. I'll be able to sleep tonight. Oh my God, it's 3 now and it's so much. I'm so energetic.
Was that what you needed after your heavy week? Because it sounds like you've had a bit of a harsh one this week.
What I recognized last week when I joined is that if you set your intention for sleepy time and speak language to that effect or sound, you can make that happen. Because I tried the joy thing from last week again at another time. Totally worked. Absolutely worked.
So using the light languages.
Sleep. Or I'll just send you some big energy right now for sleeps.
Before you go, let us know, and then we send you a light language transmission for you to sleep in heaven.
And Ismael, on the grief, I remember as Michelle was speaking about the shouting or screaming. When I was working on releasing many shadows and much energy blocks, I was using a pendulum. This was at the very, very beginning of my awakening, if I can call it that way. And so basically the reading was coming along in a type of Edgar Cayce reading. And I was told to go to the forest, to the middle of the forest, and to use 5 languages to scream out loud away. So I chose just 5 of the languages I speak something. So I chose Latvian, I chose Italian, I chose German, English, and Spanish. And I screamed that out. One very, very intense, pause, boom, another one very, very, very intense. I hope nobody was walking around the forest at that same time. And so yeah, it's typically for grief, it's something that's very natural to come and scream. And so no means, guys, anybody who's listening, repress that or hold on to that. Your body's not made to stick on to absolutely anything, be it food, emotions, energy, thoughts. And so go wherever you need to. And trust that nobody will be passing by.
You know, and I didn't even realize, I didn't leave to go scream, but I realized I just turned on some music for happiness or something. And as soon as the music started, I realized that I wanted to, like, I had so much energy stored from the collective in my body. Like, I could have jumped for an hour, but it was like so obvious that all I needed to do was just scream. And I did sound like somebody was being murdered in front of me or something like that. It was really intense. But man, it dissipated that energy. You know, it's fast. It's fast. Helpful.
Beautiful. Yes. Express everything out. And loud. Naida, you have your hand up.
Nada, sin ningún mensaje importante, pero me resulta gracioso cuando ha empezado a canalizar y he interpretado pues claro que conversamos entre nosotros a través de vuestros cuerpos.
¿Cuándo ha ocurrido eso?
Cuando has empezado tú a canalizar, nombrando a Puna.
Ah, vale, ok. when I was doing the transmission for Poonam, she interpreted, of course, we are here talking through you, like in a very like funny way, no? Like saying, of course, that you allow me just to talk and you just put your body aside and your consciousness aside. So yes, it was a confirmation. Thank you, Naida. Thank you. And who is next with the intentions? Has everybody done the intention? Yes?
You could do another one if you want.
Yeah, you can do another one, love, of course. Of course.
My daughter has Lyme's, but it's really old and it just doesn't get better. And she's been working on this for like 2-3 years. Constant. I would love to send her here.
What is it, Michelle?
My daughter?
Yeah. What happened to her?
She has Lyme's, but it's from when she was a teenager, so it's really old, and her body is just completely. She does everything humanly possible, to the food she eats, to $1,200 worth of vitamins a month and stuff. I mean, it's insane how much energy has to go to just staying alive, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. Usually I don't ever ask for these things, and I think it's kind of her jam, but today it feels like my jam. It feels like our jam. I would love to send her healing.
Okay.
Her name's Brooke.
Should we do, are you leaving, Poonam? Yes? Should we do like a good night sleep?
Yes,
language transmission?
Yes, because I was wondering if I could sleep tonight. Thank you. I will really be grateful for that.
And then, yes, we proceed with your daughter. Okay. Osasian to Siana Sai. Osana Sintiana Sanitiana. Onataisi Kiana to Sikiana to Sana. Enakatusian Kataisian Toko Anata. Ikakatusiana Kuntayana. Sana to San. Onataina. Ona takati sana tu na taisian taka yana taisiana tu sayana.
Inkin tai
na tu se.
inkin ta
Takatisian naraka. Ana punam takasiana kahayata. O sanayana kona taisi. Iana konta yana tu siana kaya. Ona tashiana.
Thank you so much. I'm sure. Bye bye. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye. Good night. Good night.
That sent me to sleep, Ismael. Right, I'm going as well.
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye, lovely. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Thank you all again. Today was so fucking powerful. I'm sorry to use a cuss word, but it was really
yes, not just me now.
Feel free to say any word.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Night, night.
Good night. Bye. Bye.
Okay, now another light language transmission to wake up. And then we go with the no. Let's do the light language transmission for your daughter.
Thank you guys so much.
Nar kisanar notar hisana tuter kia ana tusana koson taihia nator hatarkun taisa taihia wana wai
Nora malate koshi irahaye inkai ori isinkan
utota taka tosaita utaka ha ta
enna hayata ikai
Wow. That was so beautiful. Wow. Let's go party.
Yeah, my head's spinning after that one. I might need one of them sleep light languages as well, you know.
Michelle, invite your daughter another day. Invite your daughter to the group, and then we do more of this.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking when I was doing it? How silly of me not to extend that to everyone who's got Lyme's, but I did in my head, in my heart.
Let's see what she say. It's her decision.
Michelle, one thing when you were talking about the story, it kind of reminded me very much of my path. Especially when you came around there, she's doing everything humanly possible. And so, you know, it's not an issue because I can check her higher self approval. So we can give a talk now about it. But if you feel that it's better that we talk afterwards, let's talk afterwards. I'll tell you my whole story. I mean, for me, it's the same. I can tell my whole story. I mean, summarized story right now that applies to this story, and explain what I see.
I'm kind of getting it's better for the whole. I mean, I'd love to talk to you anyway, but
yeah.
If you'd like.
Okay, so I go ahead and say it now then. So look, for me, my story, my awakening came at a very critical health period of mine. So when people talk about near-death experiences, mine was that, but without the beautiful associated light and angels coming to look for you and all this sort of thing. Okay, so very, very 3D. And it was a consequence of a disease related to the immune system. Okay, and no matter how much I sought for orthodox medicine to try to help me, and I visited all over the world almost people, they would always not have anything to explain, and they would resort to labels, what I call hopeless labels, and also eventually telling that your head was the problem, right? Which is a very lame way of saying, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So I came to realize that when we talk about disease, and certainly it's true for me, we tend to associate a negative connotation to it. And is this staying alive? And I know very well what I'm getting. I know the gravity of what we're talking. It's not like I'm talking like nice talk here. for me, it was the same. It was that critical. It was a matter of staying alive. Okay. And, but you see, when I was going through that, I realized that, and for me, that's not over. It's part of my journey. I'll explain why. Because when you see disease as a blessing, no matter how crazy it sounds, you understand how the many lessons come along. And those many lessons, and as I can feel it right now, come to a lot of healing to others. So what I'm possibly seeing is that part of why she's going through that is to learn so much about the many facets that help in healing. So the food is one thing, the feelings is another one, the mindset, the connections to others, the self-appreciation. So all these things that she's going to learn in the process, and most likely she has already learned so much, is what's going to allow her to carry her mission in life. And so if anything I can say that would be productive would be to try to, as crazy as it sounds, shift perspective from disease to unease, and from that unease to acceptance, to find the easiness again. And so, anyways, hoping it helps.
I don't know. Did any light workers come by this easily?
What was that? I didn't listen.
Like, you know, fibromyalgia, they call it fibromyalgia. I had chronic body pain for 6 years, excruciating, and sound and meditation, all that out.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Because it's a matter of.
I do think of our physical ailments very much as lessonary, massive lessons. They're really good.
Yes.
Just it gets so uncomfortable, you have to change.
You know, as you say, as we each of us rises our vibration, most of the ailments that were, or most of the culprits that were ailing, go away.
Yes.
And then some people may have a certain kind of tendency, or I would not say tendency. Tendency is probably not the right word, but some people would have a kind of like a physiology that needs to be worked out in terms of also helping others not go through the same path. And that's very important, because actually there are many roads to go to the same spot. And so some of us are going through a certain journey, which is harsh, but it's going to allow some others to not necessarily go through the same road. And as we're all healing the collective, that's very important. It's difficult to accept, but it's a phenomenal role when you understand it from a broader perspective. So.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So we can do maybe light language activation for Tatiana. And yes.
Yes, please. Thank you.
At the same time or different time?
How would you like it to be, Michelle?
How would I like it to be?
Yeah.
I think it would be more effective if she could individually hear those.
Individually? Okay. Let's do it.
I'm getting blasted.
You go ahead then. Go you first. And then if you want Amy, and then I go myself. If that's okay.
I'm gonna wait and see what comes up because it's not right here right now. So.
Exactly.
Okay. Whoever is ready to go.
I'll go. I'll go first. You have to build yourself up. Okay, so Inna isa ishokori hilakayeta. Insanaya tari koliki namako isahin. Ishoyinayatai nokoli mahara. Onna arasi loshuki sahin koyeta. Inayati ishukuyera mahe kolesienka. Inno orati shokoye sahankaya. Inmo ori ikolesi ishi inkientaye. Na ara ola si ishunokoyete. Enkari ola kisti iroshu klientaye. Enimahara enimahara no koyinta ishuko isakrienta.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope it helps.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure it will. they say it's definitely helped.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Mulkade anstutke manal hustianesion. Lietulne kayasian rukostan. Melan statien tustian mandikiti. Mulandiastu, lenstukia malentusta. Ulam statia tule mandustayana. Ostanarientu menta. Comalan setu miateshkote. Ulande somai ana. Monanstushka de amor. Je le mande tumba. Enviro de bande. Omerande tu se. Ombeta tondesa. Colenda de tu. Merlande son de bande. Atirum patane. Omelende stunda. Shemon tu. Kondiratata. Kondiratata. Stania poneantu shemon ke anana o anea anea si anea ko anani anato shake my hand alan jenu mostai entkorgaishana atsuta lendo posiamano yasentash onemeata
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Who is that one? I'm just interested, really.
It felt mixed languages, like people coming through. They seem to love and like you because they're all wanting to touch you and stuff. Like they want to hug you and welcome you. That's what it felt like.
Oh, yes, thank you. It feels really loving. That's why I want to know who it is.
I saw
maybe Neda. I don't know.
Me too.
So,
I wasn't sure, but I was waiting for yes.
What did you see?
Fairies.
Fairies.
Yeah.
Little
Yes.
elemental little things. Yeah.
Night as well.
Yeah, this is what I want to say as well. That's why I feel like playful fairies.
Now you won't be able to sleep, Nida. We need to do another one for sleeping now.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to do my part. Yes.
The wings were so beautiful.
What was that, Miguel?
The wings of the fairies were so beautiful, and that kind of like purplish pinkish, but it's kind of like this color you will not get if you go to a store. It's really beautiful.
As one of my guides, she's Pleiadian healing fairy, so it can be her. It could be her.
Yes, I can read it. It is her. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I feel the Lidan again wanting to come. Tuntai kuteke tianta kataiti kiata. Ahatu tenta kayantont. Anatakata setea katasianta. Don't try, allow, antakita tukuntai sitian. Untaka hatai sitian taka. Also, express, like we've been saying in the group, express anything and everything. Express it, even if it's in a piece of paper. It's okay. I mean, if you want to do what Miguel mentioned before about gathering few words from different languages and going to the forest or to a mountain or in the sea and scream. But he was transmitting me that you need to talk more. But also in English, in your language, in everything, express more. Tuntasataka antusenta kataine, okuntu seta katonkuta takaiti, intakatusa yanata kataisa, untai nakahatai soto, itakatai takasaita, ukatai sataya. Practice also the writing your feelings. And it's like by doing all of this, it's like it is saying that the light language will come. By first express everything that you have within you. Then practice writing or any other form with your heart. Feelings, emotions that you are feeling, and activate the heart. And then light languages naturally will start flowing. Now, there is something else that having a conversation the other day, Miguel and I, we came across. There are some people who are meant to speak the light languages because their mission has a relationship with the light languages in order to do something with them. And there are other people who don't. For example, my cousin has the ability to do so, but she doesn't speak them. The reason why is because her higher self, in a hypnosis session, she say that it's not needed. She doesn't need that in her path, in what she needs to do here in this planet. So why to talk them if there is no need for that, no? She has developed or remembered many other skills that she's very good at. For example, interpreting any language. The other day, we found out that she can even interpret a language that she's not familiar with.
Oh, that's so cool.
For example, English.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. When I had the QHHT as well 2 years ago, everything about my connection with fairies. So I've been told then that I'm going to speak all languages, which 2 years ago I didn't know what the light language is. So
yeah, you will. And in connection to that, from the crystal realm, I got a message to you. One crystal that's going to help you a lot is called Aqua Aura.
Aqua Aura.
Aura. And
I just get my notepad. I've got it in my Crystal Angels cards.
Okay.
Aqua Aura. Okay.
Yeah, Aqua Aura. And in particular, the powerful one is one that comes in a cluster. So I don't know if you're familiar with the shapes, but
I mean just few of them in a cluster.
It's kind of a cluster, but you're gonna wear it in your throat chakra. So don't get it too big. So you're gonna
don't get that chunk.
Someone try to be mindful about the size. It's not, people think that bigger is better, but it's not that way. Actually, let your heart guide you in the selection of the crystal, because you're gonna know it better than any other thing. Any price tag, any kind of written description, so you will get to the one that you can feel and say, this is it. And that one you can just wear it whenever you feel like it on a daily basis, and that will already help you with opening up and supporting the throat chakra, and that's going to help you in that path that is already laid for you. So I mean, it's not very expensive either, so hopefully it was not going to cause any kind of pain, but give it a try if you feel
yes, thank you. I've seen myself in some meditations that I'm doing some special paintings with colors, which is I haven't seen in this world. And then I've been writing golden, like a golden pen. I've been writing light language symbols, and I did ask what they're for. It's all healing, because I'm doing more and more healing. And somebody channeled messages for me, and she said I didn't said anything. I just said I was doing painting. I said nothing, and she said she seen me these colors like very bright blue, very bright pink. But she said she seen what I seen, same painting, and she seen golden light coming from my fingers and writing symbols. And she said, "Oh yeah, you're a healer. I get it now." She said, "I can see." But she said she's seen me doing few paintings and posting on website. I haven't got website, so means I will have future. And she said, "This is people going to look at these paintings and they're going to receive healing." So I don't know how that is. And I'm practicing healing last maybe 6 weeks or something, and trying to sort mixed modalities, whatever it's coming through. And on some of them I seen light language symbols and Reiki symbols coming from my fingers going to person, but I never practice. I'm not trained to do Reiki, and I haven't started yet writing any light language symbols, but I do send them to person, and when I ask what it's for, so I've got answered, this is for that illness, and this is for this, and that for that. And that's like, I don't know. And 2 people said that they see what I'm doing, and they said to me, because we tried to do it on Skype while I was doing, that person telling me what she see at her end, did she see colors? And last time she was like, "Oh my God," she said, "this is so busy." She said, "You've been sending me light language symbols and other things." I said, "Yes, I did." And she's seen different Archangel Ariel and Jesus and Metatron working on DNA, and she's seen a lot. And there was a person as well. So he's seen light language symbols. He said it's like from a film he watched. He said 2 people, me and him, was sending each other. I think he said like a film Contact or something, but I haven't seen it. He said they were speaking telepathically with him while I was doing his healing. He said we was sending light language symbols. This is our communication. And he said some of them white, some of them gold. And he's seen few, like we together in one of past lives, and there was a thing, so I was like, what? I don't know.
That's about right, indeed. And actually, the Reiki thing is already telling you, I mean, you have that gift. So it has nothing to do with whether you've done it or not. It has to do with whether you can do it, and definitely you can, you know. And in terms of the colors, you mentioned the bright pink and the bright blue. I mean, I know about what the vision I had with the fairy, and that was definitely bright pink. And the aqua aura is definitely bright blue. We can call it coincidence, but either way.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
And whenever you don't know how something, put yourself in the situation of doing it. Allow yourself to do something. I mean, sometimes we wait for instructions to come to us, and then there is no instructions. It's more about us trying and practice. Like, for example, my cousin and I, we are practically practicing every other day since we started feeling our skills more open. And that were the messages that we were getting for ourselves. It's like, don't wait there sad for instructions. Just do it. Practice with people, interact with people, and it will come more and more. And it's like everything unfolds from the moment that we interact and that we put things into practice. That's how we see things. And that's, yes, that's how I felt before when you were saying the how will tell you all the time in front of your, like, the how is there, and you are more than capable for that. I mean, it's not me to say or judge or anything, but you know that we know each other for a while now, and you know that you can do that and beyond anything you want. So please practice and go ahead, express yourself, jump and be happy and make people happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
You're
Ismael.
welcome, lovely.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
we can, you're welcome. We can do, where is this gentleman called Miguel Ángel? He went maybe to the loo.
I recognize his picture. He's my Facebook friend.
Now you just noticed, no?
I thought he's stranger, but now he put his picture. I was like, oh, I recognize he's one of my friends. Oh dear.
He's lovely. So maybe we can do a light language activation for him together, and then we can do like a closing for all of us. Let's wait for him to come. Sorry, I can't wait. Akatuhata sikatu takita. Anakataku tikia takaha. Anakuta katahai si anakohoa takataya. Nakato sai zaka. Takahatai hatai naka. Ohota taki hatai taka. Onakai. Onakaisa, Onakahia, Onakahisia, Tatakai, Takahipia, Takatu, Kaisa. Tahia Tai, Sataka, Hai, Taya, Asakona, Takahai, Saka. Nako hatakaha tushukuana onakai shatai tai onaka takai shatai onakai hatai shakai hatai shakai otosi tikia tosai otai satai kuntai sikia to onaka hatose teken tai siana. Okota sientai sakata sa ontai hoto sinayana onaka hatai sia tukun tai hata osai satai kia tukun tai hiana ota sai tai kon tai kotai so. Okay, that needed to come before the activation for Miguel, and that was basically blessing your paths ahead. Anything that is ahead of you, blessings and love and the best wishes for your path ahead. And now we can do all together an activation for Miguel. Kumpataka tukota takata sititinta. Otakata Miguel katukon takai soma dais. Sanatun taka onakon to son tais takai tasotaina. Okotosen takai tasatun taisi. Anatoka kai santai katon. Etakaita Shantaita.
Ishuko
Ohatai Sanakonta Saita.
Kaina Kari Sintishes. Sokoshiti. No ariki intayeno koyese inakayeta. Malatu ose kayeta.
Vasayana Soria. Onata Sanate Sete. Opaketa Taisi. Nonai Sana. Onta Satanta Kai. Onata Sana Kosanatose. Okonte Saitu Konai. Anakonta Senta Kai Honda Isontai. Utaita Kan Potosenta Kesertai.
Kare ino kore ishoko isi norati isumi kaita ankari no maroko ishi taralo se ishi
Anaki Sanato Saitana. Ukanta Kakora Katiki Atusenza. Sana Tokera Katakuana da Karakot. Isiki Tinkin Tekiara Kakoa. Satakatin Terkia Tukuruku Antakaha. Ora Katarakat Kuora Kataria Kata.
Shihila isa ira kain ko ya henta yeshu lo si mara kai sukoin chingi no o kayeta ra isolo kosi ero to shi kayeta no kali sin kalikinak.
Noreki Tekiara Kuantaisi Kitiara. Utakatai Satakanto Tekerekitiata. Anakoto Kuntekea Kurakai Hia. Ora kata katore keteke atora kataka turiki anaka. Okata kiaraku. Isi kiara kata yanaka.
Naya Salisha Isarko Olista Hinkariti Inkayumonoko Isali Saharishi Isa Anka Inola Samakayeta Inko Isalishi Inkora Salaki Isana Naka Itaito Korasi Inkolesti Shukoita Unkayeti Sokayeta.
Takotumini kitian takaisitian naki. Utaka tasitikian tune kitianaka. From the very beginning, I felt that you don't need any kind of activation. you can speak them anytime you want, if you want, and it's up to you. You're more than ready to speak them. So, because I received that message, I continue sending you love in other ways and doing other things. You're welcome. Naida.
No sé de dónde ha venido, pero es como que he visto un símbolo.
I don't know where it came from, but I saw a symbol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What I was shown, and then I translate for Naida too. What I was shown is actually that symbol that Naida is painting in 3D. The two spheres conforming the vesica piscis. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the vesica piscis, but basically you just need to look at your eye, and that would be the vesica piscis that you see in 2D. When you rotate it into 3D, that's what I'm talking about. And I don't know why, but that's the symbol that I was getting. And then from there, I went into, you probably guys have seen the video in which there is kind of like a tabletop, and it's vibrated and it has some sun, and the sun adopts different shapes. So
with the frequencies.
That was the next thing that I was seeing in the vision, or in my, when I was getting into the meditative state. And so, yeah, I wish I could say more, but that's about what I was shown. I still don't understand fully well the connection.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
really...
I say to Naida quickly, okay? Naida, les estaba contando que el símbolo tú que acabas de ver fue el primero en el que entraron, digamos, dos esferas a mezclarse hasta que queda una geometría muy conocida en geometría sagrada que se llama Vesica Piscis. Es básicamente la geometría que tenemos en los ojos. Si vemos los ojos así, vemos el 2D de esa Vesica Piscis, que si lo rotamos, hacemos la forma que te digo, que son dos esferas como entremetiéndose. Entonces les he dicho que esa es la visión que tenía y que después ha evolucionado a la mesa que seguramente habrás visto, en la cual hay arena depositada encima, se le hace vibrar a la mesa y toma y adopta determinadas formas geométricas, patrones muy bonitos. Entonces después me enseñaban esos patrones. Entonces, bueno, no sé la conexión, les he dicho, pero eso es lo que me han enseñado.
Muchas gracias por la aclaración.
Él la ha visto también. Él la ha visto de la misma forma. Cuando la ha visto en el papel, lo ha identificado perfectamente. Bueno, so let's do a closing. Thank you for coming, all of you. Thank you for this sacred space that you make possible. And yes, let's do a light language closing transmission. I hope to see you soon. Hatusi kata itaka kota enta atonta isa ana tusaka itikia tusa anta tukonta isikia taisikia tuse ear kahatur kisatar na ona taisa tuntakaya tukunta isa son taisiana ihian onta kisia tumpai hataisa ona kahaisiana ohor sitiarton satar kohaita sita eta kahaita ona taisa netaika ona taika tosaihi ona taita isa tatakata ona taisata ona kahata taika haita isata naikai ona taisanai anai sanai atai utuku na hatusai chutaika natatu sita kaetu siti ita tusiti atun kitaka tu paika tun taisiti ana hitaika tasutaika sata untakahita satai sana Hora Qatar.
Nascendo Shai, Masuka.
So that was what I felt was like another blessing. And in Spanish, we had the expression of vaya con Dios or vete con alegría, which means go with joy. Or go with God. So from here, continue your path of joy with the divine energy. Okay, lovely. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Have a great week, everyone.
You too, lovely. You too.
Sleep well. Sleep well, everyone.
Yes,
Sleep well.
Bye.
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 Bye.